Hey guys, what's up? Itchla coming back to ya with another episode of Car Rides Witchla. And today we're going to be starting a new trend of just going the old way that I used to go. Because, yeah, I don't know. Now that I'm coming here at this time, I think it makes more sense. I'm not really certain about that, but we're just going to be trying it out. Seeing how it goes. And yeah, it's a little bit more stressful, but I think it will usually be a better outcome than what I was doing, like what I tried to do yesterday. It's a shame. It's a shame, but I already did all my complaining about that yesterday, so it is what it is. I'm not overly, well, maybe I am overly interested in just continuing to harp on it, but whatever. I guess I'm getting to the point in life where like I really do have to learn to just let go of things and not, I don't know, you just can't win. Like, I don't know. I guess there's people who are better than me though. Like they're probably out there. I think I just get in this funk of over optimizing, and then over optimization turns into like a big failure. Like then I'll just like spaz out and do something crazy like buying the desktop. Like there was no reason to do that. So that's just like an example where it's just like, I don't know why I did that. Just kind of some random thing out of nowhere that I pulled. And it is what it is. I did kind of think of a pretty interesting idea though, which is I could stagger it and maybe leave really late on 2 days of the week and then leave really early on 3 days of the week, and doing that would avoid the traffic. So I'm not sure how that's really going to pan out, but yeah, like I guess you have to learn to live with things. Like you can't always fix or optimize. I'm not really sure what else to say about that. It's just because I can't keep living like this. I'm still not over what happened, and I don't know that I ever really will be. But like that's something I think I really have to work on, is just like a lot of this stuff is pretty inevitable. And so you can't get so hung up. Like it just doesn't, I'm not winning, by still being hung up about something. And yeah, it's just like I don't know, my life, it's still good. It's not like my life is bad. So I guess you have to like think like that too. Doing a lot of likes. But saying a lot of likes, doing a lot of likes. Like, what am I saying? I guess that's just how it is. I'm not entirely sure. But it is what it is. I mean, I've said it before. I have a feeling, it's still better to be me than some other people. I just have my worries about my future and getting there. Like, I don't know. That's just always what I'm worrying about. But at least so far, things have been better as I've gotten older. So even finally doing some kind of content, is a definite improvement. I just remembered too, yeah, there is like a better way to get here. I always forget about that. Like this way I keep taking is not, it's no bueno. But I think the issue is that it's been closed anyway. Like that's why I even am starting to go this way instead of the other way. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can like cut in from that direction and then you skip a lot of the line. And it's kind of cheating, but it's fair cheating. It's cheating that isn't cheating, if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I have to find joy in life, in things that, like, it's such an important skill to have, but I just worry, I always get like worried about the future, but I mean, if I'm able to be successful, I would look back at now and be I would say the thing I always said, But that's ultimately the problem, is just worried about actually being able to be successful. It's always what I am worried about. Because I'm worried I'll like lose my spark or lose my thunder. And I feel that way pretty often, so. But again, in general, things have gotten better. In general. Generally speaking, I've aged into my life very well. Generally speaking. Whereas, again, my adolescence was a disaster. Like, of course, well, and then, see, that could be cope, though, because it's kind of like, basically, what am I getting at, basically? Basically, I think you could say that about anybody, though. Of course, being in my early 20s, I should be better off than in my teens. I should be. I think most people are. So, I mean, how great really am I? You get what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not sure, I could make that argument, but at the same time, a lot of people are probably vastly better in their 20s than their teens. I guess it's still impressive how far I came, I think that's still notable. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Life just remains to be seen. That's the truth of it. It just remains to be seen. I have no idea, but again, I may never get over it. I mean, what happened to me may permanently change my character. Loss and pain tends to do that, I suppose. And I don't know. Like I said, this show could have definitely been taken off by now. Maybe it is that I'm not good enough, but I just don't have it in me right now. Like, the fact that I didn't cancel it is a miracle. It's just because, again, I have nothing better to do, and maybe that's all part of the plan, right? Or is that just cope as well? It could be the case that I wouldn't actually get to this point if it wasn't for where I'm at. That's very possible, because being put into the car for so long, it was basically an invitation to do what I'm doing. Essentially, it's just an invitation. And so I have a feeling I may have never gotten to where I'm at now. That, like, I'm trying to piece together, like, the old things I used to think about the joy and the potential and why I'm here, and, trying to make sense of it all and all that. We're back to trying to think like that, and I'm trying to piece together what I had thought before. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to still piece it together. I'm not sure that I am, but that's what I was thinking. That's kind of where I was at. I was at this point where I was thinking, yeah, like, it's all for this talk show thing and me talking. And I know I have potential talking. I guess I'm just sad about the lack of a mania. Because when I'm not manic, my content is not the same. I mean, when I'm in those manic states, like, I really think I'm making interesting things. Then also this format too. Like, of course, I really need to be a live streamer in order to really do what I'm supposed to be doing, like what I think my ideal is. I really need to be a live streamer. And so being limited by my job is a big issue. I mean, wouldn't that be crazy? Like, what if that was actually the case? Like, if I just quit my job and just started being a live streamer and it actually just worked. Imagine how I would feel. Just imagine if this whole time, like, I didn't even have to do what I'm doing. Not that I'm going to do that, but I just think it's very interesting to think about. It just is, I really do think it's very interesting. Okay. Sorry, I just get, like, people are really not interested in letting people merge properly on a highway. They're a little too jittery. Yeah, I think I just keep forgetting to hydrate enough later in the day, because I'm so thrown off by my schedule. That old schedule I had was beautiful. You never know what you got till it's gone. I really learned that this week in multiple ways, You just don't. You don't know what you have until it's gone. And I don't know. It's just crazy. But I have to find a way to still enjoy and to still live. I can't keep getting bogged down by things. It's just like, my life would be so good right now if I had that schedule I was doing before. That was really just such a amazing thing I had going for me. And what I have now is good, but it's, I don't know. And I don't think they're going to want me to do that crazy thing where I stay super late 2 days and then leave super early the other days. I just have a feeling that's not I could see though, like I could see if that's possible. Because we could definitely make it happen. And I would definitely like it a lot. So it is what it is. I would prefer it. Because I'd skirt ahead of rush hour and then I'd leave after rush hour, and it would overall be an amazing experience. So, yep. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I always have that issue of trying to think of what to do. And I don't really understand how people get ahead or get the good job or things like that. And I'm in such a cozy spot, it's difficult to think like that. And I don't mean I'm in a cozy spot physically, because I don't feel that way. I don't feel that I'm in a very cozy spot in that sense. But my occupation is. Because I know a lot of people really hate their jobs, and I can't say that I do. So that is a very strong point. You know, I mean, and I can't imagine how I'd be able to make more money anywhere else for the time being. So it's kind of tricky without it becoming a way worse job. I don't know. It's just tricky, you know, to try to think about it. And so I'm just where I'm at, but it's going to take time to, like, years of working to really get anywhere. And with so much uncertainty about the economy, I guess I should really just go back to thinking how I did before, where it's just good vibes and trying to embrace the way things are now. It's just so much of it I just flat out isn't good or doesn't feel good, and that's really the problem. So much of it's like that, where I know it's not good, and so it's difficult for me to just wholeheartedly embrace the future, but I kind of feel like that in a way is my calling. I don't know that I'm called to be the way that I'm thinking. It's possible a lot of these things could be a sign that that's just not. I have to be more modern or something. I'm not sure though. I just feel like that's where I'm best equipped. Like, my brain could potentially be unlocking to work better in the future. I don't know. There's a lot that I just don't know, or I think I don't get, and I'm doing better than a lot of people, but I'm always worried that there's just going to be stagnation. Because I could absolutely be I want to do more, but it's just I feel like there's no path. And there probably is, but it just doesn't seem very apparent. I just wonder how some people do what they do. So how do people pull it off? Just wonder how people pull it off. Interesting. Lots of traffic. Lots of traffic. I guess I was feeling very optimistic and about going this way and everything, and then I see this and I'm like, okay. Alright, alright. What is a guy to do? What is a guy to do? Reducing the lifespan of this car a lot. That's what we're doing. Yeah, that's so I don't know, and I'm hoping the older I get, the better I get. But I always worry about that I'm going to reach a point where, what if I'm at my maximum? I already kind of worry about that. I feel like I've learned a lot and I've made a lot of progress, but now it's, I don't know what else there is to do. It's kind of rough. Like, I have to actually break through and do something with myself. I just don't know what to do. It all seems unproductive. None of it seems like it matters much. I mean, if I had a real path or direction, that would be a different thing, but I'm trying to do that with this channel, trying to have some kind of an outlet. But I'm just trying to figure it out, I guess. I just still don't get it. So, it is what it is. But I don't have much to say at this point in my life. I always thought this show would... But see, when I'm not buying things, there's a lot less for me to talk about. And I genuinely don't think I'm going to be buying much anymore. I truly feel like that stage is over. It's not necessary any longer. Been there, done that, pretty much. That's where I'm at when it comes to spend. Like, it's just, I have everything. I have most of the things that I've wanted. So there's just not a reason to. I probably can. I probably could purchase more things, and maybe I will to some extent, but it gets, you reach a certain point where it doesn't. You already have, I already have so much stuff. I don't know what else is really necessary. I've already kind of went overboard with it all. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's a lot of weird weird kind of things. But you hit a limit. You know, you can't just like keep buying things. There's some kind of a limit, and that can't be my whole life. But because there's a physical limit. My room is already bombarded with so many things. It's terrible. So you just can't. I can't keep living like the way I've been living, and yeah, it's time for some growth, seriously. But I just wish it didn't need to come in the way it did. I'm just not sure. But like I said, is complaining really where I'm supposed to be at? Probably not. Probably not. It's just hard because I don't know what to focus on. It's difficult to have vision right now. It's very difficult to have vision. I have no idea what to talk about. I'm very, very sorry for being as dry as I am. I just don't know what to even say. Oh, I do remember. Okay, so I was thinking about this during my walk, during my break today. Really reminiscing of the simplicity of the past. And I think I actually brought this up on a recent episode, but I've just been getting very emotional about it. Just how much simpler things were and how much easier things were. And things have just gotten much harder. Very quickly things have gotten much harder. Not just in my personal life, quickly things getting much harder, but in my just societal, the way I see society. If I had been born 10 years earlier, wow, like my life would be so much better. If it was 2015 right now, wow, I would have so much opportunity. And it's possible that I would be better, but I know I said this a million times, so sorry for repeating myself, but the only problem is it's possible I would have been stupider, but I think I would have been happier, just like an exact 10 years earlier. Just 10 years in the past, I think would be perfect, because then it would only be 2015 right now, and that would be pretty great. 2015 was kind of right when things were still okay, I personally kind of think Did I say 18 or 15? I think I said 15. I'm thinking in my head 18. I kind of think 2019 was really where there was a pretty significant decline. But it's obviously just pre and post COVID. That's kind of the kill shot. But wow, I mean, I would just be such good financial shape if I was just born 10 years earlier. It's crazy to think about that. Because there would have been so much more financial opportunities as well. But again, here I am thinking about the past and unnecessary hypothetical situations. Like, if I could just figure out what to do with myself, that would be some progress. Why am I always thinking about the past or like alternative scenarios? That can't be good. That's not a good sign, is it? That's why most people are ahead of me. Well, actually, most people aren't ahead of me. See, I have to still find some chuckles. I'm still ahead of most 23-year-olds for sure. Minus some people who are maybe particularly exercise focused or money oriented. I'm still ahead of most, but that bar is not very high. And what I'm saying is, I worry that I'll be able to keep saying that until I'm in my 40s, and then it's going to be like, am I still ahead of most? You see what I mean? That's what I'm worried about. I'm moving at a breakneck pace, but it's another stall period, and I had a lot of confidence that I would have another random kick up, but I'm not sure now. I don't know what's going to happen now. It's just, I have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea what's going to happen. But I guess we have to have faith that whatever happens, it's for the best. And that's it. I really have to try to think like that, and to try to be have more chipper spirits about myself. But that is a good point. Who knows where I'd be if I dedicated all my thinking to selfish productive thinking, selfish career-oriented thinking. I'd be very far ahead. But I always got caught up in spiritual or philosophical thought more than anything else. It's pretty crazy. But what isn't crazy, I mean, really, what isn't crazy in life? I'm just, I'm upset. I'm always upset I'm not in a more fortunate position, but that thinking like that, it just doesn't make that much sense. I'm already in a very fortunate position, and I could have a really good life laid out ahead of me, and then it's all this stress is just so silly. What if things really work out? What if they really do? What if I'm one of the lucky ones? It's possible. So I don't know why I shouldn't. I just don't know, living with that scarcity mindset is also bad. It's also just very bad. I don't know. I just don't know. I have to improve though, but we have to be careful because I can't. The scarcity thing, it's good, but at the same time, I'm losing my mind, over things, and that's not good. It's not a good thing. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get over some things. Like some people get over stuff, I guess. Some people do, but for me it's difficult to just move on or get over it. Like, I've always had issues with that. Always had issues with that. Like, I don't know. But that's the takeaway for today. I really do wholeheartedly apologize. These past couple videos have not been good, but it's because I'm not thinking much, and the things I think about are very sad. I was really mourning earlier over just how simple things used to be, and I don't know why. I know why, because, humanity has to progress, and there would have never been progress if the economy stayed the way it did, even though potentially it would have been morally better to keep more money in the middle and lower classes. But I guess that's what's going on. It's just like elites pulling the strings and trying to have the Great Reset and everything, because we're really, really there. I don't know. I'm not even saying that like conspiratorially. It's just like literally what's happening. We literally are not owning as much anymore, and I think I've already laid it out, kind of how I think everything in the future will be rented. You won't own a car. There'll be some kind of rented public transportation thing. That it's just how it's going to be. And I don't know if I like that completely, because I'm into ownership. I'm definitely into ownership. But I just wonder, is the getting 2 jobs thing, I keep thinking about that. I've been thinking about that for a while. Is it finally time to do it? I just wonder. But I would lose a lot from that. But it's like, wow. Have to think about it, because it's a brutal world out there, and I really got to watch what I do. That's why I'm saying no more crazy splurging. It's just not going to work any longer. Not going to work any longer. It just won't. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm not 100%. Like I just have like a chronic bad feeling for the past couple days, and there was some genuine insight though in this conversation, just about my time prioritization and the things pertaining to that. But there was also a lot of past mourning, which is not good. It's not a good situation. We have to think about the future. We have to think about the present. Not thinking about alternate scenarios where I would be ahead, even if they're true. Just have to push. I don't know. That's what I have to do. Just have to push. And I realize, too, how much worse it could really be. There are a lot of people right now who are just completely stuck. And at least I'm not in that kind of a situation. Like, there really is a lot of silver linings you have to think about, you have to consider. I mean, you know. There's people just in so much worse situations. But I could also be in a much better situation, you know, if I had just been smarter and had more restraint with some of the things that I did, some of the things I purchased, you know. I would be much better off now. There's always angles to it. But yeah, I guess that's what this show is. It's cultivation, it's training, it's consistency. Because it's definitely not... I don't even have the mental energy to put in the perfect effort I did at the beginning. So at this point, and it sounds so bad, but it's true, I'm happy that it's just maintained. Even if the show is no longer good or worth watching, it's just the fact that I'm still here. I'm still here. I don't know, like in a lot of ways I'm just kind of a baby. And I've grown a lot, but I'm still at my core. It's just not... It's weird. I'm just weird, you know? Like, I'm just a very weird person. I am remembering, though, how it was when I was first working. And it was better. Like, no, sorry. It wasn't better. Like, I have come a long way. I don't think how I used to think. I'm still happier. Of course, in this specific slump that I'm in, I'm not. But overall, I've come a long way. Like, I really used to be very miserable when I was first working. And I think some of that had to do with diet and health kind of stuff as well. So it's not just getting used to it. It's a mixture. I feel like I talked about this exact same topic when I was at this same point on the way home before. It's crazy. I feel like I do that so often. You know. It's something. It's definitely something. But yeah, I don't know. I always just, when these bad things happen, I just want to give up. And that's why I was saying I'm a baby, like, because again, my life, it's still better than most. Like, I don't know why I get like that, but I really have wanted to just quit. just the amount of things that happened this week that were just total letdowns. I just cannot believe it. It's insane, it's absurd, it's just bad. It's just not a good situation at all. And some things are still up in the air. I'm still here. I am still here. I don't know if you guys even, it's on that album I made in May. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that, yeah, we've been doing this for 3 months. Isn't that weird? It's really weird to me that I've been doing it for that long and that May was that far. I mean, May was such an exciting month for me, and honestly, so was June. I really wish I could go back. August has not been good, really, at all. I don't think July was either. I mean, yeah, like, things really did not, they didn't go well, you know? And even now, I just feel totally aimless. Like, yeah, I'm saving for the future, but for what future, you know? For what? What future am I saving for? It's just, I just don't know. And that's why I'm saying I'm concerned, because I think I'm being, like, I know I need to be hard on myself, but I'm kind of a baby and I can't really deal with it properly. It's been schla, but now it's time to buy schla. So, see you schla.